Okay, welcome to level 2 for SPIRE, and today we're going to be doing our reinforcing lesson for the AL team. Remember, the AL makes the all sound. Okay, so you just had the introductory lesson, and now you're ready for the reinforcing lesson. All right, so let's check out our learning targets for today. So today our learning targets are: I can correctly decode or sound out words containing the AL by pronouncing them as a short O sound, the A as a short O sound. So instead of the ah that it normally is, you'll be using the ah sound. Okay, because the L, remember, it distorts it, it changes it from the short A, at, to the short O, ah. I can continue using the consonant team LL for the ul sound at the end of a one-syllable word following a short vowel. Okay, and you might come across double S, and you might come across WF today as well. And lastly, I can identify, recall, and read the red words such as walk and talk. Okay, so recall means to remember. Okay, all right, so let's begin our phonogram cards. Remember, when you think about the yellow cards, shouldn't you just like slow down? Yes. All right, so here's our first card. All right, ing says ing. O, ah. Remember, this is a vowel because it's a green card. ANG, ang. CH, ch. White cards are consonant and consonant team. T, t. SH, sh. E, eh. C, k. D, d. K, k. F, G, g. P, p. I, e. UNG, ung. U, UNK, unk. INK, ink. All right, so double S, s, as in hiss, like a snake, right? LL, l. FF, okay? And our card that we're focusing on this lesson is AL. Remember, it says all, like in ball, like I'm throwing a ball. All right, good job with that. Now we're going to do some sight words. Today we have two new sight words. These are on red cards. And what does red mean? It means stop. For these, there's no way to sound them out because they are so unique. So you got to really remember them. You got to recall them. All right. So if you don't remember what these kind of words are, you can always ask. So the first word is walk. What is the word? Walk. Who can use the word walk in a sentence? I am walking to the store, right? Now, why is it so weird? Well, we just learned AL makes the all sound. This is not walk, right? It's walk. So it's kind of weird, right? So this is a red word. All right, our next one is talk. Same thing. The AL is not making the all sound, but this is pronounced talk. Can you use that in a sentence? I'm talking right now. Okay, so those are our two new red words that we'll see a couple of times in our lesson today. Are you ready for step 2? All right, let's go. So with step 2, we're going to do some rhyming. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I want you guys to say the word call. All right. Now, maybe you want to write this down somewhere, but go ahead and pause the video and think of at least 3 words that rhyme with call. Now that you're back, let's see what you come up with. Are any of you guys tall or perhaps small? What about, I really did buy some new clothes, so I'm going to go to the mall. All right, good job with that one. Okay, next, let's look at the word malt. Say malt. That's a little bit tougher. Go ahead and pause the video and think about at least 2 words that rhyme with malt. Now that you're back, let's see what you come up with. You ever heard of someone say, halt, who goes there? Or perhaps, man, this thing is bland. Does it taste like anything? I'm putting salt on it. All right. What about like when you're driving on the road? Did you know that was made out of asphalt? Okay, so there's some alt words in there, right? Okay, the next word is skunk. The smelly skunk, right? They really, really stink. Okay, can you pause the video here and come up with 2 words that rhyme with skunk? All right, now that you're back, remember unk, that's what is in skunk, right? That's one of those yellow words. Okay, so what you come up with? Maybe junk, or speaking of small, maybe someone shrunk. Okay, the next word is walk. Walk. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and come up with 2 words that rhyme with walk. Now that you're back, what'd you come up with? Well, maybe it's a pretty easy one, right? The other red word, which is talk. Okay, what about maybe, I don't know, do your teachers still use chalk? That's a good one, right? Chalk that you write with? Okay, all right, that's enough for the rhyming. Now let's try some other things. Let's go ahead and do some sound providing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a word, and we're going to sound it out. You ready? All right, here we go. So our first word is wall. Say wall. All right, what's the first sound that you hear in wall? Let's count it. 1, w. Middle sound, the vowel sound, ah. That O, right? You can really see my mouth making the O shape. Ah, and then w, ah, wall. Good job. Okay, our next word is stall. Say stall. All right, let's count out the words, or the sounds in that word. S, t, ah, l. We have 4 sounds, right? St, st, all, stall. Okay, the next one is fall. All right, here we go. All, fall. Okay, the next word is waltz. What is that? That's a dance. Ready? W, a, l, t, z. All right, that's got plenty of sounds, right? Waltz. W, a, l, t, z. So 5 sounds. Okay, next word is rush. Sh. That short U in the middle, right? That's a vowel sound. The last one is tall. T, all. Good job. That's the end of step 2. Now you're ready for step 3. For step 3, you need a couple of items, okay? You'll need this phoneme grapheme sheet. It has this gray box with the swirly lines, and it has these 2 tables here, 2 charts, all right? Make sure you get that out, all right? And then you also need 4 white circle-shaped markers and 1 green circle-shaped marker. All right, so our first word is call. All right, remember the all sound is represented by the team AL. So every time you hear that, you got to remember that that's going to be the AL making the all sound. Okay. All right. So call. How many sounds does it have? Let's count them. You ready? K, all. I counted 3 sounds. 3 sounds. I hope you did too. Bring it down. So for the first sound, K, that's going to be a white marker. Okay. Middle sound, ah. That's our vowel. And our last sound, is going to be a consonant as well. Okay, let's go back to that first sound. K. What letter makes that sound? The C, right? So go ahead and draw a C in your chart. Okay, now remember what makes the all sound? That's right, it's AL. Okay, so this is our team, but I'm going to put in for the green, the vowel, that's going to be an ah. So it's going to be an A, right? It's not going to be an O, it's going to be an A because what follows the A? The L, and that changes it, right, to that O sound. So the last sound is O. Well, how many L's do we put here? We put 2, right? Do you remember the rule that we have for double L's? Well, it has to be the end of a syllable and it has to follow the vowel. And that's what happens here. So we have 2 L's. So we have k, all. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put a smiley face. And I want you to do the same thing. Put a smiley face under the A and the L because remember, they're unique. They're special. They work together. Okay? So we have call. All right? Our ball, and that's our key word, right? Ball. Let's go ahead and count the sound. I have b, all. All right, so I have 3 sounds. I'll bring down our white marker for the b, because that's a consonant. The middle sound, ah, which is a vowel. And then lastly, ooh, which is the white marker. Okay. What letter makes the b sound? That's right, it's the B. Okay, ah, in this case, it's going to be an A because what follows it? The L sound. Okay, and we'll have 2 L's or 1 L in this case. Yes, 2 L's. You got that right. Okay, same as before. We're going to put a smiley face under the A and the L because they are working together. Tall. Okay, so with tall, t, ah, l. 3 sounds again, right? Sound t is going to be a consonant. Ah is our vowel sound. And then l, consonant. Okay, what makes the t sound? Okay, a T. Yeah, you're right. Okay, and then the ah sound. Tried to shut you guys up, didn't I? And then the final sound, l. And that's going to be 1 L or 2 L's. It'd be 2 L's because of that vowel sound, and it's at the end of a syllable. Word small, small. Let's count those sounds. S, all. So we have 4 sounds in this one. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. First sound, s. That's going to be a white marker. Is that a vowel or consonant? It's a consonant, right? So another white marker. Ah, that's our vowel. L, and that's going to be our consonant. All right, so we have s, all, small. Okay, what makes the s sound? You got it, it's an S. M, and then we have the ah. It's not an O, it's an A. And then lastly, L. Do we have 2 L's or 1 L? You guys are getting the hang of this. Yes, 2 L's. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to link the A and the L together. Okay, good job with that. You're ready now for step 4. For step 4, you will need your page 13 from your readers. In addition to that, you will also need a writing utensil. Okay, so I want you guys to put your finger under this first word. Okay, and I want you to draw a smiley face under the A and the L, like I'm going to do here. Okay, all right, and let's go ahead and tell me what sound does an A make here? All right, it makes the ah sound. And how do you guys know that? Well, we know our rule, right? And our rule says when we have the A followed by an L, the L changes it and it makes the A make an ah sound, a short O sound. Okay, you guys are learning these rules. All right, so go ahead and pause the video. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to go through and I want you to underline all of the vowels. And if you see AL in the word, I want you to just put a smiley face there. Okay, now that you're back, check out what I have here. This should look pretty similar to what you have on your paper. Okay, and I'm just going to look through here. I see a few words that have that smiley face for the AL. Let's go ahead and sound them out. All right, we have all, haul, all, tall. Going through, I see all, call, all, mall, and lastly, oh, we got 2 more here. Bald, bald, alt, salt, all, fall. All right, good job with the sentences. I want you guys to visualize. Okay, so that's really important. Remember, to visualize is to make a mental picture about what's going on. All right, it really helps you understand what's going on better. Okay, so go ahead and read this sentence silently. Okay, so you can pause the video to do that. Now that you're back, let's read it out loud together. You ready? I'm going to put a smiley face here because I know AL makes the all sound, right? So we have, this ball is such fun. All right. So I'm going to give you a question, and I want you to write the answer in this little margin here, the space here, okay? So here we go. What is such fun? All right. Pause the video and write down your answer. All right. Now that you're back, did you get that the ball is such fun? You're correct. Okay, let's go ahead and read the next sentence silently. And again, really visualize what's going on here. All right. Now that you finished reading it, what did you think about? A gull, isn't that kind of like a bird? And the cliff, right? That's very, very, very high and falling off the cliff. Okay, so let's read this out loud. Did the gull fall off the cliff? Okay, so the question I have for you is, what did the gull fall off of? All right, so go ahead and pause the video and write your answer in this area right here. Okay, now that you're back, did you put down the cliff? Then you're correct. Okay, now this next sentence is interesting. Do you see that line there? Think about that. That's going to be one of your red words, your sight words, okay? So if you don't remember it, I will help you. But go ahead and try and remember it, all right? One of the red words. Okay, go ahead and read the sentence silently and pause here. All right, now that you're back, did you remember this word is walk? Remember, AL, it doesn't make the all sound here. This is a red word. It doesn't follow the pattern. So walk, do not run through the hall. Okay? And the question I have for you is, where should you walk instead of run? All right, pause the video and write your answer. Now that you're back, you should have said that you should walk through the hall, not run, right? Okay, next one, we see another one of these red words was underlined. Okay, go ahead and read the sentence again, visualize what's going on. All right, now that you're back, let's read the sentence together. Ted had a lot of gall to talk like that. All right, what did Ted have a lot of? Gall. Good job. Okay, and last sentence, go ahead and read it silently and pause here. Now that you're back, let's read it together. The ant is on the wall. All right, the question I have for you is, where is the ant? Go ahead and pause the video and write your answer in the margin. All right, now that you're back, what'd you come up with? The wall. The ant is on the wall. All right, good job with steps 4. Now you're ready for step 5. All right, guys, now you're ready for step 5. So the first thing I want to do is I want to tell you this word here is small. What is the word? Small. Okay, what letter in this word says ah? That's right, it's the A. What does the A, why does the A say ah instead of ah? The rule says when A is followed by an L, then the A changes to the ah sound. Good job. All right. What letter says S? You guys got this one. S, right? The consonant. Sound. What letter makes that? The M. Good job. All right. What letters say ul? Okay. The two L's, right? Both of them together make the ul sound. Just the one L sound, right? Okay. What letters together make the all sound? You got it. A-L-L. All together make all. All right. What does the letter S say? S. Okay. What about the letters A-L? What did they say? All. You got it. You're perfect on that, right? What does the letter M say? What does the letter L say? L. Does the L sound different because there are two of them? No, that's just a rule, right? It's just going to make that one L sound. Okay? Say small. Now say small again, but don't say s. What do you have? That's right. Mall. Small mall. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys some background for the story you're about to read for step 6. You ready? All right, I got a question for you. Sometimes we get gifts that we have to save for when we are older. Has this happened to you? Some of you guys might have got something a little bit older, like maybe when you're 13 or, when you turn 16, some people get cars. Okay. What's your story? Can you email them to me or to your teacher, your story for something that's saved for you until you get older? That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see that. All right. How did it make you feel? Did you think it is unfair to have to wait? Maybe, but maybe the wait is worth it, right? When Jeff was little, his aunt gave him a nice set of colored pens. Jeff liked the gift, but his mom thought he was too young to use the pens. She put the pen set high up on a tall shelf. Now Jeff is older, and he wants to use the nice pens. Let's read to find out if he's able to use them. All right, we'll start step 6 in a little bit. For step 6, you will need your reader, page 14. Pens on the shelf. All right, so for this part right here, I'll start with reading the first 2 sentences silently. Go ahead and pause the video and read silently. All right, now that you're back, what did Jeff get as a gift? He got a pen set, right? Next question, what did his mom do with it? She put it high up on that tall shelf, right? Okay. Go ahead and read the next 2 sentences silently. All right. Now that you're back, can Jeff get the pen set? Nah, he can't. And why not? Because he's not tall enough to get it, because it's high up on that shelf. All right. Now I want you guys to read the next 2 sentences silently. Go ahead and pause the video and read those sentences silently. Remember, make a visual in your mind. Now that you're back, where is the shelf that the pens are on? That's right. It is next to a desk. Okay? Next question I have is, what does Jeff stand on to reach the pens? He stands on the desk to reach the pens. All right. Now you're going to read the next 4 sentences silently. So go ahead and pause the video and read it silently. Remember, make a visual, okay? All right. Now they're back. Here are the questions I have for you. What does Jeff step on? He steps on the things on the desk. Does Jeff fall? No. Good heavens, right? That would be awful if you fell. Then we have like last time where somebody got injured. How does Jeff keep himself from falling? He props himself up against the wall. Okay, pretty smart idea there, Jeff, to keep yourself from falling. Okay, all right, so now you're going to read the next 3 sentences silently. Pause the video and read those sentences. All right, now that you're back, here's some questions. What does Jeff get off the shelf? Of course, he gets the pens, right? That's what he's aiming for. All right, what is on the pen set? Dust. Dust is the worst, isn't it? What does Jeff do to the dust? He gets it off the pens. All right. Now you're going to read the last 2 sentences. Okay. Pause the video and read those sentences silently. All right. Now that you're back, let's answer those questions. First question, what does Jeff do after he gets off the desk? He gets his pad, like a notebook pad, right? What will Jeff do with the pen set now that he got it down from the high shelf? He will print it on his pad with the pens. So what we'll do now is we are going to do a comprehension activity. Alright, so for this one, you'll need out the cause and effect sheet. So this sheet looks like this right here, okay? It's page 44 in the manual that your teachers have, so they'll have to give you a copy of this, but if they don't give you a copy, what else can you do? You can get out a sheet of paper and make 6 boxes, right? You can make the what on the left side and label the why on the right side. And it has these arrows here. Alright, so there's a relationship between these two boxes. Put all the what's here and then the whys. Why did this happen, right? So we have cause and effect is the name of this diagram. And 3 things that happen in pens on the shelf and tell out why each one of them happens. Okay, so what is the first thing that happens in the story? All right, well, what's the story all about? Let's think about it. Remember Jeff, he wanted to get those pens off the shelf. All right, so he can't get them off the shelf, can he? He's too short. Okay, so we're going to put down Jeff cannot get the pens. That is the what. Now, why can he not get those? Well, because Mom put them way up there on the tall shelf. Yeah. So what was it? What happened in the story? Jeff cannot get the pens. And then why can he not get them? Mom put the pen set on the tall shelf. Okay? All right. What is the next thing that kind of happens in the story? Jeff will not fall. Okay. Now, why will he not fall? What has he done? Do you remember? Can you recall this? This will keep him from falling. All right. So that's the why. That's the cause, right? Here's the effect. Here's the cause. Okay. Our last cause, or what in this case, is Jeff can print on his pad with his pens. Now, why is he able to do that? Jeff gets the pens and his pad. Okay, so the pens, of course, he got those because he reached them from standing on top of the desk, and he got his pad out, so now he's able to print or write on the pad. Okay, so that's the ending of step 6. Now you're ready for step 7. All right, for step 7, you'll need the sound and word dictation sheet. It looks like this right here, where the sounds are on the left side and the words are on the right side. Okay, you also will need a writing instrument for this one. All right, so start it off. Say ah. What letter do you know makes the ah sound? That's right. It's the O, right? That's one of our vowels, one of our green cards. Okay. Now, what would happen if the ah sound was followed by a l? It would change the O to an A. So that's another pronunciation for the ah, right? Another spelling for that. So we have O. We can also use A when it's followed by the L, okay? So let's go ahead and do that on our palms. We're going to write down the AL, all, okay? So we have all, A, L. Okay? We have A and L. And remember, that's pronounced what? All, okay? The next sound is E. It makes the E sound. You can pause the video here and write down your answer. You should have E. E makes the eh sound. All right, what about P? Pause the video. Now that you're back, you should have written down a P makes the P sound. All right, what about the A sound? All right, pause the video and write down your answer. You should have written A. All right, what about the ong sound? All right, go ahead and pause the video and write down the letters that make the ong sound. All right, let's see what you came up with. Should have ong, O-N-G. Good job. Okay, the next one is I. I. What letter makes the I sound? You should have written down I. Okay, is K. Now this was interesting. It's got 2 different letters that make the K sound. Go ahead and pause the video and write down those two letters that you know, those two consonants. All right. Now at your back, let's see what we come up with. Should have a C and what else? That's right, K. So C and K both make the K sound. All right. The next one is All right. Go ahead and pause the video and write down the letter that makes the sound. All right. Now at your back, you should have written down U, the short U, right? And the next one is Ah. And pause the video. Now at your back, you should have written O. And lastly, Sh. This is a consonant team. So remember, two letters together make that one sound. All right, go ahead and pause the video. Now at your back, you should have written SH. Okay, so now you guys are ready for step 8. All right, so step 8, I'm going to give you a word. Ready? The word is malt. Again, the word is malt. Let's sound it out and count our sounds, all right? So we have 4 sounds. First sound is second sound, ah, third sound, and fourth sound, t. Now, if I were to spell this, all right, would I double the L? No, it wouldn't, right? Do you know the rule? The rule is it has to be the end of a syllable following that vowel. Well, what ends this word? Malt, that T, right? So good job remembering that rule. All right, guys, now you're ready for step 9. For step 9, you'll need 2 things. You'll need the sound and dictation sheet, sound and word dictation sheet that looks like this right here. All right, so we talked about that word malt. Let's spell malt out loud. Okay, so here we go. Malt. Malt, that first sound is that's going to be M. All, that's going to be A, L, and then T, which is a M, okay, all, A, L, and then finally T is a T. And I'm going to link the A and L together. So we have alt, malt. Our next word is skunk. Skunk. Okay, pause the video and spell the word skunk. All right, now at your back, let's go ahead and spell it together. So we have unk. Unk, remember, is that yellow card? So we kind of put those guys together, which is U-N-K. And that's what you should have for skunk. All right, what about the word land? Say land. All right, go ahead and pause the video and spell it on your paper. All right, now at your back, let's see how you did. We have L, which is L, A, N, D, land. All right, excellent. Our next word is tall. Tall. Again, pause the video and spell the word tall. Now at your back, first sound, T. It's going to be a T. And we hear all again. All, tall. Okay, our next word is milk. Milk. All right, so we can pause the video, and now that you've returned, we have milk. E, that's an I, right? Milk. Is smell. Smell. Go ahead and pause the video and write out the word smell. Have smell. Smell. Okay, our next word is pass. Pass. Go ahead and pause the video. And next one is thing. Thing. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and spell the word thing. Okay, our next word is yell. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, and the last one is which. Which. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and spell the word which. All right, step 9 was a breeze. Now you're ready for number 10. All right, now you're ready for step 10. It's dictation paper, and make sure you have out a writing utensil. Okay, so for this part right here, you have to listen very carefully and watch as I say a sentence, and I put dashes on the board. Okay, are you guys ready? All right, here we go. The bald man lost his hat. All right. Now I'm going to say it again, and this time, as before, I want you to really pay attention. And on your sheet, I want you to write down these dashes too. The bald man lost his hat. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and spell out this sentence. Now you're back. Let's see how you did. All right, first, the red word, sight word, make sure you capitalize it because it's the beginning of the sentence. The bald. Bald has that all sound. We know that's going to be spelled A-L, right? B-A-L-D. Man lost. L-A-S-T. So, L-A, short O, S-T, lost his, that's a red word as well, hat, and a period. All right, remember, if you did not get something correct, just put brackets around it like this and put the correct spelling above it. Okay, now you're ready for your next sentence. Bill went to the mall to shop. Okay, so one more time, I'm going to read this sentence out loud. You're making dashes on your paper. Jill went to the mall to shop. Go ahead and pause the video and write in your words. Now that you're back, let's see how you did. All right, Jill. All right, Jill. J, right? E, L. Do I double the L? Yes. That's a name, right? So I need to capitalize it. Jill went to the mall. Then all, is it O-L-L? No, it's A-L-L, right? Because the ah should be an A when there's an L after it. So A-L-L to, and then shop. Again, a period at the end. And if you did not get something correct, simply put brackets around it and write the correct spelling above it. So now that you're finished with step 10, there's some independent work that you guys can try out to get prepared for your final assessment, the decoding assessment form B. All right. So the first thing that you can do is you can work on workbook pages 17 and 18. Another thing that you can do is you can read independently or read with an adult the decodable reader called Help. All right. And again, it practices that AL, making the all sound. It practices that. All right. Okay. And the last thing that you can do prior to taking your assessment is to quick check lesson 2A. You can read this with a parent or guardian, a teacher, or an older sibling because you want someone to check it off. All right. You want to get 80% or more on this one correct. Finally, you're going to take your decoding assessment form B. You have to get 80% or higher to consider it mastery. And I want you to compare your score from when you finished this lesson to when you started for the first time lesson 2 and see if you've grown. I think you have. You guys did a great job with this. I'm very proud of you. So that's the ending of lesson 2A. Just a quick reminder, what we were hoping to accomplish today, and I think that you have, is those 3 learning targets. I can correctly decode or sound out words containing the AL by pronouncing the A as a short O sound, ah. I can continue using the consonant team LL for the L sound, and we also use the FF for the F sound and the SS for the S sound. And remember the rule that it has to happen at the end of the syllable and has to be a vowel sound. All right. And lastly, I can identify, recall, and read the red words such as walk and talk because remember, they don't follow those rules, right? Okay, so you guys are finished with this lesson.